digestive system. What happens when you get the blood clean? It's amazing, and people have nothing but rave testimonials. And so we all probably have one of those rave testimonials. The question is how many lives are being transformed by your testimonial, by your walk in the world, by your experience? No doubt people experience what you've seen and what you've shifted and say, hey, I want some of that. But at the same time, do we ever hide our light under a lamp basket? Do we fully walk it? Do we expose it at every opportunity with no attachment, completely grounded in everything that we are here to offer? And I say yes. And if there's any resistance to that, we discover that the superfoods soon take care of that. Because when your energy goes up and then your profile, kicks in, it's like you're not really concerned anymore about what other people think. Control, security, being right. Those are all things that just were like games along the way. And what exists after that is your pure essential nature, and it has the ability to operate at that golden mean all the time. So it's present, it's focused, it's clear, it's available, and it has its appropriate boundaries. It serves the whole by living its highest potential, its heart's highest calling, which calls upon its gifts and its innate talents. And that's getting it all right. That's getting all the pieces in place. And it's a journey, and it doesn't happen instantly and overnight, but it happens. And the first step is recognizing that there is a set of principles based on the principles of life. And how do I get in harmony with those? Relationship is so incredible. And what happens when you get the gold in is your relationships become noble. There's no codependence. Gold is complete unto itself, and it's able to exist in clusters in full right relationship, but it's also able to exist as a what we call a monatomic, which is all of its electron shells are complete. It doesn't have to form a codependent relationship with another element. This is actual chemistry. In chemistry, most elements are not noble elements. That means that they actually have a charge, and they must form a relationship in order to maintain balance. You see, relationships go through the roof, and beauty ensues. And the full deliciousness of what is possible in a relationship comes forth when we all have the energy, and when our resistance point aren't caught up in being right and having control. All of a sudden it's like relationship is a whole new playground. And it is more blissful, and it is more fun. And if you can pass that on, there's nothing more valuable than that. How can you put a price tag on that, right? So focusing our energy. We want to take this international. We want to go into Australia. We're being invited to go there this winter. Japan, Europe, basically all over. And we need people on the ground serving up superfood smoothies, superfood balls, and really serving up shots of island fire and gold and putting the stuff in people's bodies. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some amazing tools coming out. This campaign is the beginning of what we believe is going to actually be looked back years and years from now as a critical turning point when the masses opened and said yes to some of these principles. And actually this becomes a whole new baseline, a whole new playground, because no longer will our energy be having to help other people to basically experience this for themselves. But what happens when we get to relax and just co-create? What happens when our energy comes together? That's what we're looking at. That's what we're here for. So you've seen organizations in the past, they've become $100 million vehicles. Network marketing, this is the world's first truly organic, live, raw network marketing. Organic network marketing, human to human across the world, formed and forming out of the most valuable thing possible, and that's relationship. Only we're taking it right back to its roots. You put your energy in, it's like a seed, and it grows a tree, and a tree produces branches, and those branches will feed you for a lifetime when you get to your golden years. And this is an opportunity to be a bridge. This is an opportunity to get powerful information easily into a huge group of people's lives. So however you do that, Elements for Life can simply be an add-on. Like, how many people here do things already in their life? Just like the brother last night was talking about travel. How many people here traveled here? How many people here took a plane here? A lot of here, yeah, okay. So they were talking about, hey, what happens if we all collectively agree to, put our energy together, we get a special group rate discount, we all travel for lighter, and Raw Spirit gets this funding it needs, so it's not, looking for, it's basically self-sustaining, right? It's creating value, it's letting its value of its members come together to provide lower rates for everyone so that everyone can do what they already do, and we're fueling the dream at the same time. Right? So that's a neat idea. I love it. Now, how many things in our life do we do every day, all the time, anyway, that we could be getting paid for? And I suggest that eating superfoods, simply eating superfoods, could be one of them. And sharing superfoods, you know, water filters, full spectrum lighting, face cream, that's edible face cream. You know, all these kinds of things, these are the kinds of things we want to offer. Right now, we have a ton of amazing superfoods. Gold, Island Fire, raw live noni, cold process, preserves all of its enzymes, cleanses the blood, got turmeric, it's got amazing properties. People party on Island Fire instead of alcohol because of the way it makes them feel. That's the nature of the stuff. The pigment, the brown pigment, is actually a precursor, a body's nutritional building block to make serotonin. Oh, and if you're really, we don't even sell bananas, but just in case you didn't know, banana peels have high levels of serotonin and dopamine. So next time you're making that smoothie, don't take the skin off. Make sure it's not all the way brown, but it's got a good amount of brown spots. Make sure it's organic, no pesticides, throw that whole thing in there. And I'll tell you what, you got the building blocks. And guess what, when your body doesn't have to harness resources for those, all of a sudden it gets to use them for other things. And it's a constantly upward cascading spiral of what we discover is possible. The other 97% of the DNA genome, they say, is not junk DNA, but it's the untapped future potential yet to be liberated. So if we're operating at 3%, and the only difference between us and a fruit fly is basically 3% DNA, that means if we gain another 3%, what we are right now as a species would be like fruit flies. And so, you know, it starts with our own superhero potential, and you discover, okay, a bunch of fruit flies, now there's dragonflies, now there's butterflies, all these wonderful things, and it just keeps getting more fun and more beautiful. The more superfoods you put in, the bigger your wings get. The more grounded you become. Grounded, 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 elements, ground. All the elements of the ground. Get them in your body and you'll be grounded. You won't be electromagnetically smogged out. You got to get your mineral nutrient content high. Like, look at selenium, look at ytterbium, look at indium, look at iodine. These are the kinds of things, along with gold. These are the kinds of things people need to be thinking about. All right? So this is a knowledge information network. This is a way to keep your finger on the pulse of what's coming through. Our good friends and participants in this project, David Wolf, Jim Quick, my friend Adam Russell, a huge home team. We're gearing up to take this international right now. We need people right now. And it's like so amazing. We've got a couple of calls each week. You can get on. One call is just all about superfoods. Bring people on, have your people ask questions, and whether they're, you know, whether they're hip hop or whether they're engineers or lawyers. It's like, come one, come all. This is something that everybody can benefit from.